Ever wondered what signs might herald the Day of Judgment? One of the first signs is believed to be the arrival of the false Messiah, also known as Dajjal. The prophecy of the Dajjal is deeply rooted in various religious texts, describing a figure of deception and chaos. This figure, the Dajjal, is said to be a master manipulator, with the power to lead many astray with his distorted truths. His arrival signifies a time of great turmoil and confusion, a time when truth and falsehood become indistinguishable. The impact of his presence will be felt worldwide, causing widespread discord and conflict. Many believe that his reign will be a test of faith and morality, a time when the strength of one's convictions will be truly challenged. As the world plunges into chaos and uncertainty, remember, the arrival of the Dajjal is said to be the beginning of the end. Following the arrival of Dajjal, another significant sign is the return of Jesus, or Isa. This event, deeply rooted in faith traditions worldwide, signifies a pivotal moment in the unfolding of the end times. Belief in the return of Jesus transcends religious boundaries, symbolizing hope and redemption. In his second coming, Jesus, known as Isa in Islam, is set to fulfill a divine mission. This mission, as prophesied, involves restoring faith, spreading peace, and steering humanity back onto the path of righteousness. Jesus' role in the final days is monumental, as he stands against the false Messiah, extinguishing the chaos and deception he has spread. His return is not an end, but a new beginning, a beacon of light in the darkest of times. The return of Jesus reminds us of the cyclical nature of life and existence, the eternal struggle between good and evil, and the ultimate triumph of truth over falsehood. The return of Jesus will mark a significant turning point in these end times. After the return of Jesus, the world will witness the coming of Gog and Magog, known as Ya'juj and Ma'juj. These two tribes, foretold in prophecy, are distinguished by their destructive nature. Like a storm sweeping across the planet, they will bring chaos and devastation in their wake. The tales speak of them as unstoppable, their sheer numbers overwhelming, their force like a torrent that consumes all in its path. Yet their rise is not without purpose. Their emergence is a sign, a harbinger of the times to come. The world will be tested, pushed to its limits by the havoc they wreak. Each day will be a struggle for survival, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, hope persists. The coming of Ya'juj and Ma'juj will be a time of great turmoil. But remember, it is often in our darkest hours that we find our greatest strengths. Can you imagine the sun rising from the west? This is said to be another sign. Our planet has always followed a predictable pattern, with the sun faithfully ascending from the east, casting its warmth across the globe. Yet in this scenario, it's as if the world itself has flipped on its axis. The significance of this event is profound. It flips our understanding of the natural order, symbolizing a powerful shift. A shift from what we know to the unknown. It's a clear break from the norm, an undeniable signal that something extraordinary is about to occur. To see the sun rise from the west would be to witness a world transformed. It would affect us on a deeply psychological level, challenging our sense of stability and permanence. It's a sign that the world as we know it is about to undergo a radical change. The sun rising from the west is a clear sign that the final day is near. Another alarming sign is the rise of the beast of the earth, or Dalal. This fascinating creature, foretold in ancient prophecies, is said to emerge from the ground as a harbinger of the end times. The beast of the earth is not your typical beast. Its purpose isn't to instill fear or cause havoc, but rather to act as a divine messenger. It is believed to carry a staff from Moses and a seal from Solomon, two figures of great importance in religious law. With these, it will mark the foreheads of all humans, separating the believers from the non-believers. The impact of this event will be profound. It will serve as a clear delineation between the faithful and the faithless, a stark reminder of the impending end. It will shake the very foundations of human belief systems, forcing everyone to confront their faith or lack thereof. The rise of the beast is a clear indication that the end is near. Moral corruption spreading across the globe is another sign. As we journey through time, one cannot help but observe the steadily eroding moral standards. This decay has permeated every facet of society, from personal interactions to institutional operations. In the past, principles of honesty, integrity, and respect were the cornerstones of human conduct. Now they seem to be slowly fading into oblivion, replaced by deceit, greed, and disrespect. The sanctity of truth is being compromised, with falsehoods gaining acceptance and even applause. Compassion and empathy are being overshadowed by indifference and self-centeredness. This moral decline is not just an individual issue, it's a societal concern, a global phenomenon. The erosion of these values is not just about the loss of good manners or etiquette. It's about the loss of humanity's moral compass, the very essence that defines us as beings of conscience and morality. And as we witness this widespread moral decay, we are reminded of the prophecy. As moral standards decline, the final day draws nearer. The increase in natural disasters and catastrophes is another sign. This is not just about the intensity or frequency of these calamities, it's about the message that they bring. Earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, wildfires, and other natural disasters are often seen as divine warnings, a cosmic alert system, if you will, of the impending judgment. These disasters, in their raw and unbridled power, serve as reminders of the forces beyond human control, highlighting our vulnerability and the frailty of our existence. They are a testament to the fact that despite our advancements and achievements, we remain at the mercy of nature's whims. And while these disasters bring destruction and despair, they also bring a message of urgency, a call to reflection, and a warning that the end may be nearer than we think. As we navigate through these challenging times, it is important to heed these signals and understand their significance. These disasters are a stark reminder of the nearing end. The escalation of wars and conflicts is another sign. As we delve into the complexities of this prophecy, it's important to understand that the intensification of battles and disputes is not merely a prediction, but a stark warning. The world has always been beset by wars. From ancient civilizations clashing over territory and resources, to modern nations embroiled in ideological disputes. But what this sign postulates is an increase, an exacerbation of these conflicts. It speaks of a time when peace becomes a rare commodity, when harmony is overshadowed by the constant drumbeat of war. It's not just about physical wars either. It's about the conflicts that tear at the fabric of society, that pit brother against brother and nation against nation. It's about the battles that are fought not just on land and sea, but in hearts and minds. As conflicts intensify, the final day looms. This prophecy serves as a sobering reminder of the consequences of our actions and the path we tread upon. The spread of materialism and greed is another sign. As time marches on, an insatiable hunger for material wealth and possessions has permeated societies worldwide. This desire knows no limits or boundaries. It feeds on itself, constantly seeking more, never satisfied. The rise in materialism is closely tied to the increase in greed. Greed, a powerful emotion that can lead to destructive behaviors, is not merely the longing for wealth. It's the constant pursuit of more. The inability to be content with what one has, the relentless craving that leaves no room for satisfaction or gratitude. This surge in materialistic and greedy behaviors signals a shift in values, a departure from spiritual and moral principles, often viewed as a warning sign of the end times. The relentless pursuit of material possessions and the unchecked growth of greed, it is believed, are indications of a world teetering on the brink of a great change. As greed and materialism spread, the final day draws closer. The final sign is the abandonment of religious knowledge and practice, a time when religious understanding fades and spiritual rituals become a mere formality, devoid of their profound essence. This is not just about the reduction in the number of individuals attending places of worship or the decline in religious studies. This is about a deeper, more pervasive shift. A shift in the collective consciousness, where the spiritual becomes secondary, even unnecessary. In this era, material pursuits take precedence over spiritual growth. The quest for knowledge is driven more by worldly gains than by the desire for divine understanding. Religious texts gather dust, while science and technology books are devoured. Prayer becomes a rushed chore rather than a moment of peaceful reflection. This widespread abandonment of religious knowledge and practice is seen as a sign of the approaching Judgment Day. It's as if humanity, in its race towards progress, is distancing itself from its spiritual anchor. When religious knowledge and practice wane, the final day is at hand.